When I was a kid, I was fascinated with martial arts, mostly because I was watching a lot of animations. And just like martial arts is a combination of both physical training and wisdom, designing is learning CAD tools and engineering process. So today we'll be learning how to model the paths, learn about bending and why these are important. So darkness off, planes on, and let's start sketching. I'll start with a rectangle and then take the dimension tool. I'm going for a 2 centimeter, that's 20 mm, and the width should be 1.5 centimeters. So now let's go for an arc. Go for the tangent arc. We've been using 3-point arc, right? So select the line and you'll get a tangent arc to that line. Same thing at the bottom. Now let's cut the unnecessary lines. And there you go. Okay, so we'll be doing sweep. So I need another sketch. Now you can create that in any plane. You can actually do it in right plane also. But let's say we have to change this plane. I want to go for top plane this time. So instead of cancelling, you can just cut it out here and reselect the new plane. So select the circle. Now if you are unable to locate it here, you can use the project tool. So we have a point there. Now you can make the circle and dimension it. Right. Now let's go for the sweep. Select sweep. Faces to sweep would be this circle. And the path is this line, arc, this line, and last arc. So we have our first part ready. Now I want to repeat it. So what I can do is select sketch 1. So there's an option called copy sketch. If you click it and go to right plane and sketch, now you can see a paste sketch entities option. So when you click it, that sketch is here. Now if you want to move it, you can use these arrows. You can use for up and down motion right here. Or simply just select the dimension tool and select these points and give it a dimension like this. So now it's set. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted. Now select front plane and again use the project tool. We'll be making a circle here. Dimension it. Again perform sweep. Right, second part is also ready. Now this is too thin, right? So you can go back and edit it. That is one of the most beautiful thing about CAD. You can vary it anytime. Again with Sketch 4. Right, it's relatively thicker now. Now I want to repeat both of these paths. So we have a option, select both of these paths, and we have an option called linear pattern. So both parts are selected. Now give the direction. I'm going for the top plane. Now it's asking for distance. So let me go for 40 mm. It's touching a little bit. That seems fine. Now if you center it, it will appear in both directions. Now change the instance count to 3. Alright, this is the required length that I want, not more than this. Now this first part is ready. Now let's go make the second part. So go to this plus icon. You can see Path Studio. Once you click on it, another tab will open up. Now this is where we'll be. This is the first part studio, and this is the second part studio. So sketch here. Just take the circle and dimension it. I think I'll go for 35. That's 3.5 centimeters. And you can vary the length by dragging or just by entering the depth. So that's 30 centimeters. Now again we'll be using sweep. So take the front plane and sketch. Select the rectangle tool. Mark it somewhere here. Now take the tangent arc. Again, cut the unnecessary lines. Alright, now select the top portion and sketch it. So we are going for a circle here and then dimension it. Alright, since that's done, let's go for sweep. Alright, let's go for sweep. So select sweep tool and the circle, and for sweep path, first line, arc, and the second line. Alright, that's it. Now I'll teach you assembly in some other lesson. I want to go through the process first. Alright, so machine will be feeding a wire rod continuously, and such notches are created so we can cut it at desired length. Now the tooling would look something like this, but not exactly. This is just for illustration purpose only. Now the brown part is called the bending pin, and the yellow parts are called the roller arms. Now the roller arm are going to apply the force around somewhere around this direction and again around this directions to bend the rod. So we can finally get something like this. Now there's a small gap, right? So this part will be welded and the excess material will be removed to get something like this. Now the manufacturing process behind it is called forming, and the operation is called bending, and the property because of which we are able to bend is called malleability. Hello friends, it's me Shibin. So our kitchen wipers handle just broke off, and if you look at it closely, it kind of resembles the nunchuck design which we had just made, right? So if you have a piece of rope, you can actually put it across this and pull it, and you can make a homemade nunchuck. Now the reason why I'm taking this is because as a designer you should know not just CAD tools but also the engineering processes on how things are created, and also about materials. Now we learn about all these basics in my future videos, and I'm emphasizing on this because when you create a product it should be economically viable so it stays competitive in the market. Now, if you look at it closely, it's made of a hard plastic which could cause injuries. So safety is another thing which you should keep in mind while designing products. So at the moment that's all from me, and if you liked anything in particular, kindly mention that in the comments section. Like the thumbnail, I actually used a rendering software to make that, and if you want to learn that, mention that also. We'll take that in the future. And if you like my new intro, kindly mention that. And if you truly liked any part of my video, make sure YouTube knows that. Alright, so press that like button. Thank you. I'll see you in the next lesson.